Okay.
Can I read the English?
Okay. Janet, please.
Yes, yes. We have heard a number of songs from the Holocaust period, songs of the partisans, songs of Jewish fighters in the Red Army, and the ballad of Itzik Wittenberg, commander of the Vilna partisans who sacrificed himself.
Mm.
Kante
Anna.
was from the Shavel. Shavel. It's in Lithuania. She was a teenager in the Shavel ghetto, then was sent to the Stutthof concentration camp. She wrote poems and songs that were published in Hebrew in 2003. Shirim Meghetto Shavli, Songs from the Shavel Ghetto.
Okay, go on, please.
In a Litvish Derfel Veit, in a little Litvish village far away, was written after the massacre of children in the Shavel ghetto. It evokes the heartbreak of thousands of parents who entrusted their children to non-Jews to hide them from the Nazis. The poem was set to music by Henoch Cohn. It was featured in the 2023 Volksbühne production Zwischenfaltige Wind amid falling walls. Oh, we saw that. Zwischenfaltige Wind amid falling walls. It is sung here by Zev Enkel.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Beverly, start, please. Beverly.
1 minute. I woke up very late. Okay. In a Litvish Derfel Veit, in a faraway Lithuanian city or town, in a Stiebel, in a Zeit. How would you say, in a town by the side?
In a house.
Oh, in a house, right.
A little house. The Stiebel is a little house.
Right.
Yeah.
In a little house by the side.
Honest, like on a side street, maybe?
Right.
Durch a Fenster, nicht zu groß, through a window, not very big. Gucken Kinderlach heraus. Little children are looking out of this window. Jingelach mit blonde Cap. Little boys with blonde hair. Mädlach mit lange Zep. Girls with long braids. Und zusammen dort mit sie, and together with them, gucken schwarze Augen zwei, and together dark eyes are looking at them.
Yeah.
Two dark eyes. What a song. I never heard this song. Beautiful. Okay, you want me to continue? Schwarze
Yes,
Augen.
please. Yes.
Schwarze Augen filled mit Tränen. Black eyes filled with
Charm.
On a nedele
Nizzle.
a nose, small
Nose, yeah.
A little nose.
little nose. Lippelech zum Kuschen, or she's describing the faces. Lips to kiss, only to kiss. Schöne schwarze gelockte Haar. Pretty black, I don't know what gelockte is. Curly hair. Die Mama hat ihm da gebracht. The mother brought him there. Eingewickelt. She
Wrapped up.
Thank you. I don't know my English. Spät bei Nacht, late at night, she brought him to this house. Gekuscht, geweint. She kissed him, she cried. Und gekluckt, and she begged, I think. Stilleheit zu ihm gesagt. Quietly to him, she said.
Okay. Thank
Beautiful. I can't get over this song. So beautiful.
Anything you want to ask about the song? Maurice, you want to add anything?
No.
Okay.
Can I mention? Okay, I just wanted to.
Well, there's more.
Yes, Barbara.
I apologize. I'm having trouble with my screen. I just want to remark that, so that maybe Maurice can answer some of this too. There was an action against these children.
Yeah.
About over 700 children were
Yeah.
taken from their
Does
homes.
this bother you?
What?
In that
In the ghetto,
town,
In
in
that
that
ghetto, in
town.
the
shovel.
Shovel ghetto,
in
in
shovel ghetto.
1943, over 700 children were taken from their parents to be destroyed. So
Mm.
what I'm asking here with regard to this song, Maurice, is this before an action, after an action? Do you have any sense of what occurred?
I'm not, I think she actually wrote it after she had been sent away from the ghetto. I think she
Okay.
was sent to, we read it in one of the camps. So I think she wrote it when she was in one of the camps
Yeah,
or after the war. But I think she was in the ghetto when this happened.
happened.
I'm not
So
sure.
she must have been hidden herself. I'm guessing, but I may be wrong.
I guess, but I mean, she wasn't murdered in that action because she
Right.
was sent to one of the, I'm not really sure. I don't remember.
Okay,
Okay,
appreciate
we
it.
can check later. The song is not done yet. We will continue, but Rafael, yes.
Yeah, two things. One is in the third line from the end, where it says eingewickelt. That makes a lot of sense, although the singer sings eingewinkelt, which really doesn't make
Oh
sense.
dear.
Yeah.
No.
And another thing is that we'll see later that it's that where we'd often say a, the song in order to rhyme has to say I, which is quite unusual for the northern, the Lithuanian Yiddish accent. But we will see later that to make things rhyme, you'll often have to say I instead of a.
Okay, we will listen. When we listen to it again, we can pay attention and see how he's doing it. Okay. Yes, Ronald. You are muted, Ronald.
Okay, I wanted to ask if these were 700 children that were taken from the Jewish parents, or they were taken from the parents who were trying to hide them in the community. You mentioned
No, it must have
earlier.
been from the Jewish parents because the the vast majority of kids who were hidden away were hidden by Christians, and probably if they murdered 700 kids, they would have murdered those Christians too.
Okay, so there were some who probably escaped because they were hiding with
Yes, I'm
non-Jewish or
sure.
with Christian.
Probably if you go on the web and you look on the website of the, Yad Vashem or the Holocaust Museum, and you just put in Shovel Ghetto, you'll probably get a full picture of what happened.
And we're talking about what ages, like 0 to 10 years old or even older?
I'm sure they
Don't know.
murdered whatever they could find.
Even
Okay, let's
teenagers.
continue. Bob, can you read, Bob?
Yeah, sure. Ja, von Heint, mein Kind, ist dort dein Ort. Gedenk dein Mamas letzte Wort. From today on, my child, this is your place, but remember your mother's last words.
Mm.
Ich behalte dich da davor, weil dein Leben is in Gefahr. I leave you. I now am leaving you
Behalten is to
here.
hide. I'm hiding you.
Hiding you. Hiding you here because your life is in danger. Mit der Kinderlech spiel sich schön still. Gehorchsam, ruhig sein. Well, here we get a rhyming issue, sein, or something. Maybe shine should be sein, shine. With the children here, play pleasantly, be quiet, and be obedient, and yeah, and silent, sort of silent, quiet, obedient.
Good.
Kein Yiddish Wort, kein Yiddish Lied. Gedenk in hearts, du bist ayi. No Yiddish words, no Yiddish song, but remember in your heart, you're still a Jew.
Good. Ganz good.
Thank you, Bob. Ralph,
Yeah,
can you
this is I don't know, Maurice, why last week we were enjoying ourselves up on the roof of all those tenement buildings, having all kinds of fun when no police came. You bring us, this is tough. Bring
It
us
is.
back
I try
down.
to vary it. I try not to do only Holocaust.
Talk
I
about
try to,
contrasts.
a week like this, a week like that? Ralph,
right.
please. Ralph.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. I
I
know.
guess so.
Ralph, can you
Ja.
continue?
Ja, sie hat ihm zugesagt,
Sach.
Sach. Es hat geholfen, kein schön Sach. Hat geschrien, nein, 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 ich will nicht bleiben da allein. She told him,
Promise.
promised a lot, and I had help, and it did not help
Anything.
even a little. He had screamed, "No, no, no! Ich will nicht bleiben da allein. I don't want to stay here alone. Los mir nicht über da mit sei. Don't leave me alone. Leave me here with them. Ich will nicht bleiben da side by side. I will not stay here anyway. Los mich gehen mit dir. Let me go with you. Ich hab dich lieb as I feel. I love you so much."
Good.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Ralph. Thank you. So, just a moment. I just am looking who didn't read last time. Eric, can you continue?
I lost the place, so just what line am we in?
Oif the end.
Oh, okay. Oif the hand, genommen im Mita zitterdicke Stimm, eingeschlossen das Kind auf sich und geklieben zu gehen gich. So I'll translate a little. Off the hand genommen. She took him by the hand, or he was taken by the
in
hand?
her arms.
In her arms,
They
okay.
use the word hand to also mean arms.
With a shivering or quivering team, with a quivering voice.
Voice,
yes.
Yeah.
Voice, yeah. Eingeschlafen das Kind auf sich. She put the child to sleep?
Yes.
Child fell asleep on
Yes,
her.
on her.
On her, okay. Und geklieben zu gehen gich. And decided to go quickly?
She was getting ready. Kleiben sich is to get
Gathered up.
ready.
Okay. Reute Eugen von Gewein, red eyes from crying. Gekuscht das Keppele das Klein, kissed the small little head. Gekuscht mit viel Herz und Schreck, kissed with a full heart and fear. Allein gelost und is avec. Left him alone and went.
Good. Sehr good.
Okay, let's listen to it once again.
In a Litvish der weit, in a Stiebel in a Seid, durch a Fenster nicht zum Groß, gucken Kinder lachen mit blonde Käpp, Mädelach mit lange Zepp, und zusammen dort mit sie gucken schwarze Augen zwei. Schwarze Augen viel mit Chein und eine Seele a klein. Lippe lacht zum Kuschen nur, schöne schwarze gelockte Haar, die Mame hat ihm da gebracht. Eingewinkelt spät bei Nacht, gekuscht, geweint und geklagt, stiller Heid zu ihm gesagt. Von heint, mein Kind, ist da dein Ort, gedenk dein Mames letzte Wort. Ich behalt dich da der Fahr, weil dein Leben ist in Gefahr. Mit die Kinderlach spiel sich schön, still, gehorsam, ruhig sein. Kein Jiddisch Wort, kein Jiddisch Lied. Gedenk in Herz, du bist a Jid. Sie hat dem zugesagt, das Ach, es hat geholfen, kein Schumsach. Hat geschrien, nein, 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 ich will nicht bleiben da allein. Lass mich nicht über damit sei. Ich will nicht bleiben da sei wie sei. Lass mich gehen mit dir. Ich hab dich lieb so viel. Auf die Hände genommen, mit der Zither die Stimme, eingeschliffen das Kind auf sich, ungeklebt zu gehen gier, reute Augen von Gewein, gekuscht das Käppele, das Klein, gekuscht mit viel Herz und Schreck, allein gelost und ist weg.
Okay, not easy. Any question? Yes, Cookie.
There's one word I never heard, gafar. Gafar. I thought danger was sakona. I know it's a Hebrew
Both. Those
word
are
too.
both. Yeah, sakona is from Hebrew and
Yeah.
gafar is from German.
Oh, gafar is German, gafar.
Yes, it's exactly German,
And
gafar.
what does sai mean?
Anyway,
It just means anyway.
anyway.
Thank you. I'm done.
Sure.
Any questions or comment before we move on to the
So would
story?
you, excuse me, would you use gafar in speaking Yiddish now? Or if it's a German,
Yes.
would you use sakona?
You could use both. I mean, there are many cases where, you know, you have the word melech and you have the word Koenig. They're both used, you know.
Synonym.
Right, synonyms.
Right. Done.
It's like English. We have words, multiple words for the same concept.
Right.
Some come from Old German, some come from French, some from Italian.
Any more questions, comment?
Yes, I'd like to make a comment. When the author wrote this song, she was probably in a ghetto, in a concentration camp already.
I think so. You know, if you want to, I don't want to steer you wrong. I got the song from the website that Itzik Gottesman writes, where he finds many obscure songs and he posts them with long explanations. If you go on the website, it's called yiddishsong.wordpress, and you'll see.
Right, but you cut me off before I finished my thought. I just wanted to comment that she probably wrote it for people like us who would be reading it or singing it, you know, 70 years later or something, 40 years later. And, you know, for people that would be able to remember incidents or periods like that in our past.
Somebody come pick me up off the floor. My heart is just, I have a pain in my chest, I swear, from that song. Oh,
Mine too. I'm crying.
terrible, terrible. Oh,
Okay, yeah, not easy. Should we move to the story, people?
Sure.
Okay. Let's move to the story. Maurice, thank you. We need songs like this. We need songs like, you know, the Deche in wherever, Brooklyn or Bronx
Right.
or wherever.
Sure.
We need this, and we need this. Those are
That's
all
exactly
of them.
right.
Those are all of them parts of Yiddish culture.
Exactly right.
So where am I here? And I think I'm here. Okay. So remember, we are talking about the Melamed that is praying in a shul with the Gwir of the city, and he wants the Gwir to send his Einikel, to send his grandson to him to the Cheder, but he doesn't have the courage, the mood, he doesn't have the courage to go up to him and ask him for it. And so he's preparing and trying and he's repeating himself. And so we are here, top of the page, Nordos Letzte. So he's just figuring all kinds of way to approach the queer and talk to him. So Harriet, can you start reading, please? Nordos Letzte gefällt ihm nicht.
I thought it said she left.
Harriet?
Harriet Chancer? Or maybe not. That's what a little note said at the top.
Okay, I saw her before, that's why. Okay, so maybe Karen, can you read, Karen?
Yes, Harriet had to leave early. She had an appointment.
Okay, because I saw her before.
Yes.
Anyway, go on, Karen.
Nur das letzte gefällt ihm nicht. His last version didn't appeal to him. Was für ein Schochen bist du mit mir? What kind of neighbor are you to me? Malamed einer, you malamed you. Du wohnst neben dir und ich neben Aron Kodesh. You pray next to the door and I pray next to the Holy Ark. Sucht einander Nusach. He looks for another version. Zu lieb alter Bekanntschaft. To old friendship, acquaintanceship. Fui, noch ärger. That's even worse. Speit euch. He spits on the ground. Is that a correct translation?
Yes, yeah.
A neuer Bekannter wird sagen und gor in kas werden. A new acquaintance, he will say, and will become entirely angry.
So he's thinking that's probably what the Gwir will say.
Yes. And endlich gelingt ihm zu verarbeiten also, and finally he substitutes in such as follows: Ich bin a größer Poel. I am a great effective teacher. In ein Zman Fortman bei mir rein in one semester. People, we will go in ride or maybe cruise in Hebrew. Take recht in everything quite properly, quite correctly in Hebrew. Ich hab dazu aber sonder limit. Limit. I have a special course. Klärt über das selbe noch einmal und gefindt, als es ist gut. Nur fort man bei mir rein, ist etwas meisa
Balagule.
Thank you. He considered again the same thing again another time, and he found that this is good, but the expression to ride with me is something like a driver of a wagon.
No. A balagola means an uneducated, unlearned man, a balagola. Am I wrong?
But it's also what Karen said.
Yeah, I never heard it used literally. I only heard it used.
Yeah, but it's also literal. But
a wagon driver, yeah.
But Fortman by mir rein, it's they how to translate it. I think they will become proficient. I'm not sure. What do you think, Rafael?
Right, yeah. The problem he has with it is the expression with foreign, to travel. Sounds like it would be a wagon driver saying it. But what he is trying to say is, in one semester, the kids will really be traveling around into Hebrew.
Yeah, they will become knowledgeable.
One of the definitions of a Rheinforeign is to make headway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Can I just mention that 3 lines up, he's just repeating what he'd been thinking. Ich bin a größer Ball, in Zman Fortman bei mir rein in Ivra. And then he's repeating this and he's saying, that is too crude.
Yeah.
When he's thinking it through.
Yes, that's right. Thanks, Michael. So, Karen, another small paragraph. Sucht
another Nusach. He looks for another version. In ein Zman lern ich euch every alpi and dikduk. In one semester, I will teach Hebrew according to the grammar. Das gefällt ihm schon im Ganzen. Und hofft, als der Gewirr wird ihm mit Gottes Hilfe nicht absorgen. This version pleased him and completely, and he hopes that the rich man will, with God's help, not turn him down.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Rafael, can you please read it? It has some difficult sayings, so please.
Mochen Bavenen, after they were finished praying, legt sich über, he puts away his talus, und beschließt sich fest zuzugehen. And he decides to approach with firmness. Mimonafshach, or monashach. It makes no difference one way or the other. Start sich. He makes himself strong. He encourages himself. yeah, yeah, nit, nit. If he says yes, well, fine. If he says no, okay. In Kasha wird mich doch nicht aufessen. He won't eat me out of house and home. Into my kasha, he will not eat up. Die schöne Balabatim sagen schon dem Gewirr Good Yantif. So the fine householders are saying Good Yantif now to the rich man. Mevarft sich iber nor mit enige Werter. People are varft sich iber. Maybe they're departing just with few words. Men geht sich voneinander, and people are departing. Kein Wichtigs hat die letzte Tag, kein Wichtiges hat die letzte Tag Reb genommen. I don't understand that.
During the last few days of Pesach.
Yeah, but kein Wichtiges. I think that he didn't do any Geschäften, any things that he.
Yeah, but what's the Reb? What's the Resh apostrophe there? Is that a subject? And if so, what is it?
I think maybe it's referring to the Gvir.
Okay, so
maybe I'm not sure.
During these last days, he had not done anything important. Und der Gewir hat schon Bedea herauszugehen. Now the rich man is intending to depart. Darf Yankov nicht zu erzählen. And he doesn't have to explain to Yankov. Es hat sich über Yankov ois nor zu neuf gelegen dem Talis. I think there's a mistake in the printing here. It looks like lines are out of order. I'll translate it as it stands, but it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's the problem.
Es hat sich über Yantif ois. I think there's a missing line. So I guess we're going to skip a bit in English too. Yeah,
let's just skip it.
So he put away his talis. Grunem rot sich wie a Schatten. Grunem approaches as a shadow. Die Füße brechen sich unter him, and his feet are hurting. Literally, they're breaking under him.
Buckling.
Yeah, buckling is
crumbling.
Good. Crumbling. Well, I wouldn't say crumbling in English.
Not for feet. I'm just getting from the translation.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay, we can disagree with that translator.
Yeah, sure.
Me darf nemen a schmeck tabik bei dem Shames. Das wird mich öfter mit Mutteken beschließen. I've got to grab a pinch of snuff by the Shames. That will give me some courage, he decides. Shall I continue?
Yes, please, yes.
Seit Michael Shames, excuse me, Shames, wendet sich mit der Herzklappe nicht zum Shames. He approaches with a beating heart to the Shames. Get the schmeck tabak. Would you please give me a pinch of snuff? Der Shames nimmt heraus von dem Bosom das Pushkele. The Shames takes out of his chest pocket the snuff box. Grunem ruckt da hinein die zwei Finger. Grunem puts his 2 fingers into it. Verschiebt a bissel auf der Erde. He spills a little bit onto the ground. Nachdem get a starken Schmeck. But after that, he gives a great sniff. Get noch, nicht noch sein Gewohnheit. Not according to his usual custom. Und tracht sich, and he thinks to himself, soll sein, Rabbeinu Shalom, Tzerefua. May this be, God willing, Master of the universe, as a cure. And so then he approaches the rich man, the shika, as if he were drunk.
A bit more, please.
Ot steht schon neben Reb Yankov. So now he's standing in front of Reb Yankov. A good yontif, Reb Yankov. Gedjante Freb Yankov, that's the translation. Retter, Kaimarois. He barely manages to speak. Der Gewehr stellt euch verwundert auf Grünem die Augen und fragt. The rich man stares in wonder at Grünem. And he asks, was wird ihr sagen? What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Okay, Rafael, thank you very much. Thank you. Michael, can you go on? Fisman, there is only one Michael today.
Okay, from where?
Los zich doch reden.
Lost zich doch reden. Oh, but he starts speaking. Trace zich Grunham. Trace zich Grunham. Grunham comforts himself. Steifer, stand more erectly, stiffer, noch nicht geschrocken sich. You're not frightened yet. When past sich Mut weiter zu reden, and he gets more courage to speak some more. I have sinister sich plötzlich he suddenly sneezes, when schmeckt up from the sniff of tobacco. Die Augen werden ihm voll werden, his eyes full with tears, und verspritzt dem Quilsrock und Wonnen, and spews out over the rich man's coat and face. Spui, what is das for a mean Meerserid? What sort of ugly Jew is this? Wird Reb Yaakov aufgebracht. Reb Yaakov gets angry when mit Ekel weist mit der Hand, and nauseating. He's been nauseated with disgust. With disgust, he points with his hand. Geht euch weiter, get away, go further. Ich hab mit euch kein Geschäft nicht. I don't have any business with you. Pfui, and on him nister, pfui, he sneezes in your face. Was a lump nicht can, only an idiot can do that. Shamas come and take him away. Der Shamas fliegt unter, the Shamas runs up, wie nicht lebendig, as if not alive. Wer is what der Scheiter? Who is this fool? Fragt der Gewehr, the rich man asks. Gucken dich base auf den Shamas, looking angrily at the Shamas. I'm a lamed, a teacher. I thought became a lamed.
Elementary teacher.
A beginning teacher, and for der Shamas erschrocken, the frightened Shamas answers. Says, I mean, Scheiter, he's a kind of a fool. In Ponemarain, Nister, he sneezes in your face. I mean, Pere Odom, a real savage, uncivilized. Pfui, Heint geht zurück, Heint geht zu Reisig. Now go and tear yourself apart, what Grunham Aroisgehendig mit Besionis von Davinen Grunham thought. Go tear yourself apart, Grunham.
But Ein geht zu Reisig is also what a disaster.
Sorry?
What a disaster. Ein geht zu Reisig. It's also, what a disaster it is.
Thank you. What a disaster, Grunham, going out with, he has been bezoyen, with, he's been...
Humiliation.
Humiliation, thank you. Going out with humiliation from praying, gerät mit sich allein, speaking to himself. Kein Mal schmeck ich nicht kein Tabak. I will never sniff tobacco again. Heint hat sich mir gar verblust an schmeckt Tabak. why would I have wanted a snuff of tobacco today? Anaya refuah, a new
Cure-all.
new medication. Also wollte einiges bei mir gewiss gelernt, gewiss. Otherwise, the grandchild would certainly have studied with me very definitely. Der Schmecktabak hat mich gehargert. The snuff of tobacco really did me in.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
Finish the story. So, any comments about that?
Well, did we discuss the author Avram Raisin, a very, very famous writer? I don't remember the beginning.
We didn't discuss. I sent you,
Oh, okay.
I sent you reading for people who want to read about Avram Raisin.
Yeah,
I
but he
sent
was-
you reading, so yeah.
Thank you. He was a very famous Yiddish writer.
Yeah, he was. That's right. And yes, Mari.
Thank you, Morty.
Yeah,
That was, it's
I don't
such
see
an,
Morty today.
I see him.
You see
It's
him?
such
You are
an
very-
insight
you
into
are very
human
welcome,
behavior.
Where did he write this? And when?
When did he write it? I'm not sure because I took it from the collected works, and the collected work was, let's see when it was printed. I don't see when it was printed, no. So, I don't know. Also, usually when there is a collected work, so you know only when it was published, you don't know when it was written.
Where was it published? In New
It was
York or
published,
somewhere in
it
Europe?
was published in New York.
Uh-huh.
It was published in New York, and like Morty, I also think it's a really interesting story, like the psyche of a person. So, any other comments? Yeah, Louisa.
Yeah, haven't we read anything by this author before?
We
I
read
think
many
we
stories
have.
by him.
Right.
We read at least 4 other stories by him.
That's
at
what
least.
I thought. That was
Yeah,
what I thought.
yeah. We read other stories. He was a very, very known writer, and he wrote quite a lot. So yeah, we read. I can think of at least 4 that we read. Yes, Bob.
Yeah, lots of messages, right? I mean, and first of all, he's overthinking the whole thing, which we always do. Just get on with it, just be natural. And then, of course, he looks for a little extra, takes a little bit of drugs like the athletes do and gets in trouble. If he just went off and did what he did, he probably would have been fine. But you had to look for a little more because you think it's going to help. And oops.
A little pick me up, which did
Right.
which did the opposite. Which
It
did
takes
the
me
opposite.
down.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
a shot
exactly.
of tobacco wouldn't help him get high. Must have been something more than just tobacco.
Well, it's
Not-
just, yeah, I think people think that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Louisa?
Yeah, can you remind us of the other stories that we read by him, if you remember them offhand?
The other one, I think, is
At least one. Which one?
The Coil, which tells about a brother that is in the army in World War I, and the other brother is working in a factory manufacturing bullets.
Oh, yeah, right.
And he keeps thinking, what happens if one of the bullets that I'm manufacturing will hit my brother? Another one, I think, the Eid was at Charuf gemacht in the temple, is another one about a place in the United, let's say a state in the United States where there is a community of Jews, and then another Jew is coming and he doesn't really mix well with the others. What else?
I remember that one, yeah.
So I'm trying to think. Not long ago, we did another story by him. What was it? Really not long ago.
Maybe Barbara remembers.
About a month and a half ago, I think.
What was his name again? I'm sure I have it.
Avram Raisin.
Ryzen. Okay.
Ryzen. Yes, Barbara. I just cannot remember.
Thank
Barbara,
you.
you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you.
When was the last time
Sorry.
anybody ate some kasha?
Okay. So another story that we read, and Rafael has it on his site, if I'm getting the title correctly, zu spät, and it's about a man about a Sukkot during the time of Sukkot, and a Gentile did not remember correctly the holiday, and he's coming with a wagon load of yeah, right. For the roofs of the Sukkot, but the holidays is certainly over or ending, and there's nobody to buy. And then the Jews feel sorry for him, and in kind they bring him, goods, maybe salt and the challahs and all this. And it ends with the line, sort of like with the line, "We'll remember this when he wants to." When he participates in a pogrom. Remember this. That was.
And then another one that we read not long ago was about, it was called, I think, Rothschild and Rockefeller, where two people, one that is longer in the United States and one that is a greener, and they start arguing who is richer, Rockefeller or Rothschild. Rothschild. So we read some stories.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding us. Thank you for reminding.
So anyway, the next story that I brought, mein erste deposit, is just, so we will have a break, something that is really lighthearted, and it's by Moshe Nadir, which is, you can guess it's not his correct name, because Nadir is, how do you translate Nadir?
Nadir.
There
you have it.
Nadir.
There you have it. Here, Nadir. I give to you.
There you have it.
There you have it, because
right, Nadir.
He wrote
but it's two words.
Yeah. So he wrote a lot of humorous stories, and we read some stories by him. I don't remember if you recall the story, Natos and Potos, about the new fad of food. We read it before. It's a really funny story. Anyway, so that's another one, just, to calm us a little bit from all the Holocaust and tough stuff. It's just, I think we need it. So, Rochelle, please.
Okay. Ihr weiß nicht, wie soll das ist geschehen. Wie soll es ist mir gar eingefallen, als Gedank zu nehmen meine blutige Gelder und sie ungetreien a Bank. Okay, ich weiß nicht, wie das is. I don't know how this thing happened. How it occurred to me as such a thought to take my bloody money and to entrust them to a bank.
Yeah.
Aber es ist geschehen, but that's what happened. Mitzia?
Motzei. The end.
Okay, I don't know the word. Moitze Hanukkah?
It means the end of Hanukkah.
Oh, Moitze Hanukkah. Von heutigen Jahr hab ich genommen meine schwer verharvete Gelder. From Hanukkah, from today, a year ago, I took...
from this year, from this
year. Okay, from this year, I took my schwer
Verhorvete.
that I worked so hard for, slaved
Yes.
so hard for money.
Hard-earned money.
Hard-earned money, okay. Meine $20, my $20. Und sie weggetragen and carried them away to the in Bank rein. Und anstatt Geld, and instead of money, lebendig Geld, living money, was man kann damit kaufen, was man will, that one can buy whatever one wants, habe ich gekriegt etwas a green Bichala. They don't do this anymore. I got a little green book.
A green book.
Yeah, a little green book. To neuf gelenkt in a gel convertel, and it was inserted into a yellow envelope. Und das alles, and that's all. Als ich hab das der Zehn is mir eingefallen Herz. And when I saw that, my heart fell. Und ich hab schon Chotte gehabt auf den ganzen einen. And so Indian. So I have already regretted the whole thing.
Okay, thank you, Rochelle. Thank you. Yes, Ronald.
I was going to ask about that green book. Does he mean like he bought himself a little green notebook to keep
No,
his
no,
notes?
the little bank book in an envelope. That's what they used to give you. Now they just give you something online.
Oh, right. So his bank book was green.
Yeah, when you opened an account, you got a book, and it was written there, $20 or
Right,
whatever.
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah.
I saved a couple of them just for the hell of it.
All right, thank you for that.
Okay, Karen.
Going back to the second line, the word Blutica, in addition to blood,
yeah.
it means Blutica Gelter, it means hard won. So hard won.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Barbara, can you go on?
I'll try, but just a couple lines. Ersten ist mir nicht gefallen geworden, dass, okay, I don't know the word.
Bocherl.
Okay. I wasn't pleased by the boy was steht beim Fensterl, who was by the window. He was the teller. Und nimmt zu Geld and took the money. A jung Bocherl nicht kein verheiratet.
Not married.
Yeah, not married. Was tue ich ihm, als nimmt zu Geld und
ontläuft.
So that he took money and would not run away with it, or
no. What's doing him? What can I do if he takes the money and runs away?
And runs away with it. Okay.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah. Und zweitens ist mir nicht gefallen, wie hat mich behandelt. And I wasn't pleased with the way he, took care of me. So I'm having trouble reading. I'm not getting this.
Zugenommen.
Yeah.
Zugenommen
Geld. Kas. Getan. Etwas a bichel. I'm going to ask that somebody might. Honestly,
so
I'm not seeing things well. Yeah, not seeing.
Zugenommen Geld. He took the money. Hab getun etwas a bichele. He just grabbed some booklet.
He stamped it, maybe.
Ja, reingeschrieben dort, was nicht ist. He wrote inside something, Der lernt mir a Knack auf dem Fenster. He gave a knock on the window und a singe tun, next. And then he's saying, next one. Okay, Luisa, go on.
Also ich, wie ich hab gekrogen Zwichele, hab ich a Cook getan, inne wenig, und so as fast as I got the book, I looked inside, and es ist in mir verkillt geworden, wo ich hab gehabt a Tropfen Blut. So, and I don't know how to translate verkillt, and I ended up realizing,
No, es ist mir and wherever I had a drop of blood, it got cold.
Wherever, okay.
Wherever.
Was ist das para min geschrift? What kind of writing? What is the geschrift?
Yeah, what kind of writing is it?
What kind of
currency or currency?
Okay. Oh, currency, okay.
No.
No.
What kind of writing is it?
Okay,
Yeah,
because they also talk in English, you can say script means money. Script.
Yeah, but here it's geschrift. No, that's writing.
Okay.
So before you continue, yes, Mario.
I think what it is, remember the old bank books, they had the lines and the columns. And if you weren't really familiar with whatever language it was, you could look at that and say, what does any of this mean? I don't,
Yeah, I don't
understand. The way they wrote in those little bank books. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Und wie soll veteres kennen überlernen, and how can one read this? Und von wann weiß and where does he know, or where do I know?
How does he know?
How does he know, as se macht 20, that it's 20? Hey, hab ich getracht, I thought. Es gefällt mir nicht der ganze Eisig. And because I did not like the whole thing. Und ich bin zugelaufen zum Fenster, and I ran to the window, weggestuppt dem Jeden, was ist gestanden in line.
There are lots of English.
Yeah,
English with a Y. There are a lot of Yiddish English words.
Yeah, borrowings, lexical borrowings. So I ended pushing, right? I pushed.
Yes.
So he ran to the fenster, to the little window, pushed the Yid that was standing in line, und reingeschrien zu dem Bocherl dorten inne wenig. And I screamed or yelled to the little young man inside there. Hey, hab ich ihm reingeschrien. Hey, I told him, or I kind of screamed. I yelled at him. Ich hab euch a Korst weggegeben, $20. I have just given you $20. What would be a Korst weggegeben?
Just now, right now.
Okay, very good. Bože Viltir.
Go on, yeah.
What do you want? Bože Viltir. Macht zu mir das Kassierer, says the cashier, the little cashier, right?
Yes.
The little cashier. Und verschnitzt sich a Bleifeder. And I don't know.
Sharpens.
To sharpen.
Sharpened.
Pencil.
A pencil. Okay.
And it sharpens a pencil. Okay. Thank you, Louisa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gittel, go on, Gittel.
Ich will, als ihr sollt nicht sein, als Eitzes Punim. I want for you to not be such a have such an attitude with me. Sag ich, I said, als nicht hopselt, nicht
Hopst du.
nicht hopst du, flat über de Piskes as der guter Jor. I don't know what that means.
As der guter
Give him a slap.
Vet dir zu nehmen. I want you to give it back.
No. I don't. I don't want you to have such a chutzpandik or something like this. I say,
as nicht.
Otherwise, as nicht.
I'm going to
Otherwise,
slap you.
You will get a slap over your face. A flam über the piskes, a slap over your face.
Over your mouth.
Over your mouth. As the guter yor is the devil. So the devil will take you.
I will knock you to kingdom come.
Yeah. Yes.
Who was saying that? The
person
woman.
the person that gave the money to the cashier, and he says it to the cashier.
Macht zu mir, he says to me, Mister, was wilt ihr? What do you want? Ich habe ein gegeben a Bichel, das all.
That's all.
That's all. I gave you a book. That's all.
That's all.
It's enough. It's enough.
It's enough. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's enough.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Do Blutzucker, you bloodsucker. So I said, was du bist, that you are. Ich sehe schon, I see already, sag ich, I said, als ich bin do
reingefallen.
Oh, reingefallen in the richtige hand, that I've fallen into the right hands.
Yeah, but he's setting it facetiously.
Yeah, sarcastically.
Give mir zurück, give me back, sag ich, I said, the Geld und Lomir, the money, and let's, sag ich, I said, sein ois mache tunem, not be relatives anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. Not be related anymore, I guess.
No, we'll be finished. We'll be all done.
And
so read this line because you got it.
Macht zu mir, he said to me, seem possible. Is it possible?
I knew you will get it. Okay. Okay, thank you, Gittel. So he tells me it is impossible. Okay, sag ich, Marty.
Sag ich will dir bald geben, it's impossible. I said, I will give you immediately an impossible, as der Gitter Jur wird dir zunehmen, so the devil will take you. Schwindler, swindler, sag ich, I said, was du bist, that you are. Mit mir, with me, sag ich, I said, wirst du nicht machen, a solche Stück, you won't make this kind of thing with me, this kind of tricks with me. Gib her die Gelder, give me the money. Sag ich, I said, either before, sag ich, I said, ich ruf Polizeiske in either, sag ich, before I call the police, and before I said, ich schrei Gewalt, before I scream, hell come. Gewalt, hell come, hell. Zerschrei ich sich auf den Call. I screamed with all my voice, Gewalt. Der hört, dass ich schrei Gewalt, hearing that I screamed Helkam, is schon geworden a bissel weicher. He became a little bit softer. Der Bucher, the young man, und mir genommen geben zu verstehen, and he started explaining to me, as jetzt kann mir nicht zurückgeben das Geld, that he cannot return the money to me, as ich muss warten 2 Wochen, that I must wait for 2 weeks. Sarul Aza. There is such a rule.
Go on.
They still have that rule today. You have to wait 2 weeks.
Yes,
Sometimes
okay.
to get money from your deposit.
Yeah, but nowadays we're not giving him cash. He gave him just cash,
He
right?
gave him cash, yeah.
You
Yeah.
still had to wait 2 weeks.
Okay.
Zugich, so I said, oi bazoi, if so, da leinche mir ibe, wus ihr hot reingeschrieben in Bichel. If so, please read to me what you have written in this little book. Lo mich sehen, let me see, Zugich, I said, zi ihr weiß, wus ihr hot dorten reingeschrieben. Let me see if you know what you wrote in there. Epis, something, Zugich, I said, hat ihr es mir gemacht zu schnell. You made it to me too fast. Es glaubt sich mir nicht, Zugich. I said, I really don't believe, as men so gier können verschreiben so viel Geld, that you can so fast write in so much money. Nehmt bei mir zu bissliche und leint über. He takes the little booklet from me and reads over it. $20, $20. Zugich, I say, all right, gedenkje, remember, es ist $20, it's $20. Und sollen die Jiden, Zugich, and I said, may the Jews, wo stehen leben, Fensterl, sein Edes. May the Jews who are standing by the little window be my witnesses. Jeden,
yes.
Jews, sage ich, I said, seid Edes, be witnesses, as ich hab du in Bank 2 nackendicke Zentelech. That be witnesses that I have here in bank 2 cash
No, crisp.
tenders.
Knackedicke, crisp.
Crisp.
Crisp. Crisp.
Yeah,
Crisp.
crisp tenders.
A knacker mit
Ich
$10.
gehe heim mit dem Michele, and I went home with the little book.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bob.
Wonderful.
I told you that you need to laugh a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
David Katz, go on. Meile versteht sich.
Mela versteht sich. Anyway, of course, as von Schlafen ist schon gewesen abgerät. You know, by sleeping is everything, I guess after sleeping, everything is settled, I guess.
No.
On the contrary.
No. Look at it, David.
Abgerät. Oh, yeah. As von Schlafen is showing, it's already given abgerät, not, that would be the
Question.
I guess the
Out of the
opposite
question.
is the opposite, out of the question. Yeah.
Exactly. That sleeping was out of the question. You couldn't say.
Oh, I see. Yeah. By sleeping,
out
it's just
of
out of it. Yeah. A ganze Nacht hat sich mir geholfen. Als Räuber sind befallen, die Bank. Und man hat ausgeräubt für a penny. So the entire night, I was dreaming that robbers attacked the bank and they cleaned out wherever the last penny, wherever there was a penny. Etliche Mal durch der Nacht habe ich sich aufgeweckt und geschrien Gewalt. And several times in the middle of the night, I woke up and screamed, Gewalt, help me. Und als sie ist geworden Tag, habe ich die erste Sache gehabt, die Kar und weggelaufen zu der Bank. And as soon as it became day, the first thing I did is caught the first car and went and ran off to
I grabbed the car.
Yeah, thank you. Got the car and ran off to the bank. These Gaven got it was all, I guess, nicht
Safe and sound.
ausgeräumt. Yeah, I guess it was all and not robbed. Stein is mir a rope von heart. A big stone weight is off my heart. Yeah. Nor azoi wie ich bin, ja. Nor azoi wie ich bin azoi gestanden bei der Bank und betracht das Fenster. But just as I was standing there by the bank and was considering the window, looking at the window, ist mir eingefallen, als die Gratis sind zu schwach und als man darf haben neue Gratis. I was looking at the window and I was thinking the gratings, the metal, the metal
bars.
grating, the bars. Thank you. The bars were just too weak. Yeah, so that's probably a bisschen weiter.
Als we darf hebben neue gratis. And
we need new bars for this bank. Yeah. Bin ich schon also gestanden mit dem Lunchkestel in Hand und gewahrt, bis der Präsident von Bank wird ankommen. So I was standing there. So I was standing there for a while with my lunchbox in hand and waited until the bank president, will arrive.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you. Joseph, will you go on, Joseph?
Als der Präsident ist angekommen, habe ich ihm vernommen Zeit und ihm gesagt, als muss haben neue.
Okay, translate it and I will go to the next page.
Yeah, so when the president arrived, I took him to the side and said to him that he must have new bars, no doubt.
Probably, yeah. New bars, new gratis, yeah. New bars.
Gratis für der Bank. Und noch meine Meinung, sage ich, ist die ganze Gebete a schwache und man darf sie überbauen. And according to my thinking, said I, the whole bank building is weak and needs to be rebuilt. Man darf sehen, sage ich, als die ganze Gebäude soll sein von Same, Marmorstein, weil Marmorstein, sage ich, is hard. Now he's becoming an architect too. So one has to see, said I, that the whole building is from what is this Same?
Same, I think it's total. I'm not sure. I think it's total.
Okay, so the whole bank must be made of marble stone, I guess.
Real, yeah. Real. So, real marble.
So, because marble is hard, said I. Macht zu mir Orleit. Ich danke euch für der Eitze. So he says to me, Orlight, I guess that's his name.
All right.
All right. I thank you for your advice. Okay.
The whole thing will cost $20.
$20 in those days was maybe a month's worth of work or something.
They worked hard for that $20.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
$20
Yes,
then.
oh, yeah.
Okay, go on, Joseph.
So soll ich gedenkje Lamesh?
Leman Hashem.
So, Lama?
Leman Hashem. That's Leman Hashem, in God's name.
Oh, Laman Hashem? Okay. Een nieuwe gebäude von Marmorstein, a new marble building. Und neue gratis, a new bars. Und es soll sein, sag ich, gut bewohnt. Ich bin extra, sag ich, gekommen zu laufen von Bronzeville, weil se hat sich mir, sag ich, geholmt, als man hat uns begann wird. Okay, so it should be, said I.
Good bevorent, yeah.
Good. Was is bevorent?
Tested. So
Good.
the new bar should be good tested. Tested, bevorent, tested.
Okay. I am extra. I'm extra.
Purposely.
So that's again?
Purposely. I purposely.
Said I, came from Brownsville.
Yeah, I came running from Brownsville.
Yeah,
That's my neighborhood.
I was there last night.
So because I said I dreamed that we had been robbed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Stella, you're still with us, Stella? Stella?
Oh. No. Oh, still. It says still.
Yeah, Stella, but it's Stella. You're not with us, Stella.
She's here.
I don't know. Elaine, are you with us? Elaine?
Yes, me?
Okay. Can you try?
I'll try. Not Und ich laufe weg zu der Arbeit and I run away. I run to my work. Far Nacht at night. As ich darf heimfahren, tracht ich. And as I am on my way home, I think, ich will vorbeigehen die Bank, then was se hört sich. And I'll go by the bank and I'll see what's going on. Men kann keinmal nicht wissen, tracht ich, is that weiter? Wie er soll Sach macht sich.
Hey, Siri.
America.
3:15.
Samerica. Okay. Let's see. You can't always know, I think, what's going on. It's America, I think, tracht ich. Ich komme also zu der Bank und ich gebe a Guck, and so I come to the bank, I get to the bank, and I look, and I see etwas a Jid flieht arois von Bank und hebt on laufen. So, etwas, a Yid, a Jew is running, fleeing around from the bank, and he begins to run.
Yes.
Hoib ich on schreien Gewalt. I begin yelling, hey, Gewalt.
For help.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What's Gewalt?
Gewalt.
Call
Gewalt
for
in
help.
the bank.
Okay, help.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
und ich läuf ihm noch, and I run after him, so lang bis wann a policeman hat ihm abgestellt was meint ihr, hat sich herausgewiesen. Okay, so um, let's see, how long?
Eve is screaming.
As long as till a policeman stopped him.
Yes.
And what do you you understand? Did he show?
Herausgewiesen. What did it show? What did it turn out?
How did it turn out?
Yes.
Es hat sich herausgewiesen, als der Jid ist umgestellt in Bank und als ist gelaufen, haben a Car,
Yes.
weil das Weib geht ihm zu Kind mit a Mädel. Okay, so all right, let's see. So he
So it turned out,
it turned out that the Jew that he was stopped, he was held up in the bank.
No, he stopped at the bank. He stopped at the bank.
Oh, he stopped at the bank and he ran to grab a car.
A car.
Oh, a car.
Yeah. I found Angestellt as employed in the bank, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I don't know, a car
But he worked in the bank.
because his wife gave him to. Oh, it was having something with a little girl. She's
going to bear a child.
She's
going into labor.
She's going into labor with a little girl.
Eric, I think you're right. Umgestellt in bank, it means that he worked in the bank.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He worked in the bank.
Okay, so just one sentence and we will stop.
Okay. Hab ich mich a
tiny bit.
A Kapela, okay. Verschämt und heimgefahren. So I mich with a little
no, a couple is
I was a little embarrassed and I just went home.
Yes.
Aber,
okay. Thank you.
Oh, well, there's one more.
Okay.
Aber schlafen habe ich wieder nicht gekonnt, but I couldn't fall asleep.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Thank you. So we will continue next time with this funny story. I don't know. Yeah, it's just for fun. Yeah. Okay.
I can just hear the kindergarten teacher telling the story to the children and saying, and that, boys and girls, is why all beds have mattresses.
Okay, Marie.
This happened to me twice in my life where some money was transferred and I didn't get a receipt. And I totally realized I had the worst sleepless night both times because all night it was like, oh, what did you do to yourself? There are people out there that are crooks. And then my other voice going, no, they're they're responsible people. And all night long, oh my God.
So you can relate.
And the next morning I drove over before I went to work to get a receipt so I could sleep through the next few nights. Oh God, it's so awful.
And how do you feel about the cloud?
The cloud.
About the what?
Cloud.
The cloud.
The cloud.
But I also like the way the bank teller was sitting there and just sharpened his pencil and
But they weren't prepared. Nobody prepared them for what going to the bank meant.
Right.
Yeah, when you're a new immigrant or something new comes along, you can be totally confused. How does this work? Yeah.
I always said if I had a mental illness, it would be paranoia, so I can understand.
You relate. Okay, Louisa?
Yeah, I have a question about, actually two questions. But the first one was about the paragraph that in the second page that ended in Zogich sein ois machetunim.
Uh-huh. We are not going to be related anymore. We are parting ways. Yeah.
We're not friends.
Okay. You're not friends. We're not related. Yeah.
I didn't know that they would use the word machetunim in that context.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
they did.
yes.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can redo that sentence, the sentence about es hot sich, the last one, or almost last paragraph that we read, where the guy that works at the bank is running. Is it because his wife was going to?
Yes, because his wife is going to have a child.
It's not, he thinks it's a bank robber leaving the bank, but it turns out to be a bank employee who's running to the hospital.
Okay, so he said, weil das Weib geht ihm zu Kind. So, but
geht ihm zu Kind, it means she's going to bear a child.
But how did they know it's a little girl?
How we come? It's a maidele already. No,
how did they know that?
Because they're looking back from the future, telling the story.
You just wrote that.
It's a story.
Yeah, it's a story. You know, you have to give
I get it.
Yeah, we don't know. At
They
the same time, he could. Yeah,
but
they
of course,
didn't have the screening. They couldn't know, but still. Yeah.
Either that, or he needed a good editor to go over the story and fix it up a little.
There are other goofs in the story, but it's a story. What difference?
It's a story, and it's
great story. Great story.
What I think, he wrote. Moshe Nadir, he wrote for newspapers, like most of them. They wrote for newspapers. Yes. And they probably had a deadline. You know, you have to finish a story by this and this day. Right. So sometimes...
Yeah, and then the typesetter got a hold of it and put his mistakes in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask about. Who had typewriters and how many of these songs were written by hand?
They did.
Yeah,
when did they get typed?
Yeah. I think they did have time. But of course, the new immigrant is telling
typewriters in Yiddish.
Yes, there are typewriters.
Yes. The new immigrant is telling the owner of the bank to build a new bank. He's here 2 weeks and he's telling them already what to do.
Exactly.
And the boss of the bank does the usual thing. Yes, thank you for the ideas, and get out of my way, please.
Go away. Yeah, Louisa, yes.
Yeah, we have also read other stories by Moshe Nadir.
Yes, we read other stories by him, yes. That's what I said. One of my favorite is the Natos and something, yeah. I really like that story. It's about the fed of, like nowadays there is meat without meat.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing. So at the beginning of the 20th century, there was also such a fad of doing like meat with no meat and other things.
So you want to make it
cookie.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody's talking.
So there were also fads like this. And the story is about how he goes into a restaurant, and the only thing that he can get is these things. Those, the food that is not really a food. And he feels like he's going to kill the server. It's really funny. It's amazingly funny. We read about it. You don't remember?
Yes. Mina,
it was before I got here. I don't remember that.
Was Moshe Nadir publishing in the U.S.?
Yes.
And there was also Avram Reisen publishing in the U.S.?
Yes, both of them published in the United States. Yes.
Yeah, because I was looking up Avram Reisen, and I don't remember the other two that were his friends, but I looked them up on the Evo page, and they were all contemporaries.
Yes.
And they were all friends, and they're really such high quality. Thank you so much for bringing this to us.
You have to know that at that time, Jewish newspapers were kings. They really, people read Jewish newspapers. Yes. And there were a lot of them, really. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were quite a lot. From any, from the socialists to the Orthodox to whatever, there were many, many of them. And people read them, actually read them, not skimmed the titles or also the TikTok things. So they really read them. Anyway, in each of them was a story. Sure. Sometimes a whole story, and sometimes, it was parts of the story, like a serialized things. And so those people wrote for the newspaper. That's how they made a living. I won't say a good living because they paid them nothing, but still they had a living. They made a living. And so we have lots and lots of stories from that period. So
lots of newspapers because 2 Jews, 3 opinions,
Because,
exactly.
What newspaper you read showed your politics. So my father read the Tug, but my father-in-law, I think, read the Freiheit or something, or whatever. Yeah. Depending on what newspaper you read, and that's what they knew how you felt about politics.
Yeah, and those writers wrote in those newspapers, in a variety of them, and so I tried to bring, but I wanted something, after the Holocaust song, and after I wanted something that we can laugh.
So Mina, what would you say? Would you say that the height of these publishings was done? Was it in the 20s or was it in the 30s?
It was 1900. It was 1900s to 1930s. In the 1930s, it started to be less because a lot of these people already read English.
So
and the second generation read English.
But Minna, weren't there plenty of newspapers in Eastern Europe
Yes.
before that? So it was not a new thing. When they came here, they just continued the way it had been.
Yeah. So I once wrote some article about newspapers in Eastern Europe. And there is a rough account that in Eastern Europe, at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, about 1,000 newspapers and Zeitschriften and magazines, weeklies, monthly, came out in Yiddish.
Yes.
So you cannot even grasp the number, around 1,000. That's a lot.
You mean in Eastern Europe?
In Eastern Europe, not in the United States. United States, another. I don't know the number in the United States.
Yeah, my uncle in Warsaw was cataloging until he died in 2004. He was cataloging in the Jewish Muse for the Jewish Institute of Warsaw. He was cataloging newspapers from between the two wars, really before the Second War, and he was helping with that.
So in Tel Aviv University, there is a department of newspapers, but and they catalog it. They catalog the newspapers from Eastern Europe, United States, and so on.
I think he may have worked with them because they invited him to Israel, and I know that he was in
so maybe
because he was in Warsaw at the time, and
maybe he worked with them. Yes.
Yeah, he was a volunteer with the Jewish Institute in Warsaw until he died in 2004.
Yeah.
So
Mina, we start talking about newspaper. I can talk about a month. Yeah. So yes, Eric.
I was just going to ask Louisa, was your uncle, did he live his life in Poland?
Yes.
I see.
He was drafted by the Russians at the beginning of the war because they were from the Lvov area, my father and my mother. So it was Poland, but they were also Russian speakers. And so he was drafted by the Russians when they were able to get him. They did not know that he was a Jew, but he was with the Russians, and he came back to liberate Poland with the Russian army. And he was a colonel in the Polish army for many, many years after the war.
Which war? World
Second.
World War II?
Yeah.
He reunited with my mother after the war because they did not know where they were, one another. And then he remained in Poland because he had been wounded in his right hand and he was afraid of emigrating with my mother. And he had also not married a non-Jewish woman, so he was afraid of not being able to find work in Argentina. And so he remained, but we remained in touch, and I still have my cousin in Warsaw. So
Wow, it's so interesting.
I am in touch with him. I called him in May. It was his birthday. So.
And do you speak Yiddish with him when you call?
No, I speak Polish.
You speak Polish, okay.
Yeah.